This is the Metro Mass Transit's main office here in Accra. In the wake of the fuel prices, there are many conversations about an effective public transport system. How effective is our public transport? The corporate affairs manager of Metro Mass, George Krobia Santi, to discuss with him how this place is being run, whether they have an effective fleet, what challenges do they have?
We know the kind of situation we all find ourselves these days, and the rampant increment of fuel and petroleum products prices is affecting everybody. It's affecting travelers, it's affecting everybody, market women and what have you. So it's about time we need to pay serious attention to public transport such as ours. And for instance, in Metro Mass, since these fuel prices started changing, we've not reviewed our fares. It is now that management we are looking forward to actually also up our fares a bit so that we can keep the company running. Because other than that, there's no way we will be able to keep the company in business. Within this year alone, there have been, like, if I'm not wrong, fuel or petroleum product has changed for like consecutive number of times, not less than 5 times. And we've not reviewed our fares. We're still taking the old fares. And when, most times when people are talking about transport, we make it appear as if we are only affected by a change in prices of just fuel. Fuel is just one component of our operation. We have other components such as lubricants, the oils we use, spare parts, and all of these things have gone up. Every aspect, every component of our operation have gone up. So we are at this time we are calling on the central government to actually pay serious attention to Metro Mass, because when we get to a worst case scenario, or in a worst case scenario, I mean the only or the proper or the alternative means of transport will be the Metro Mass. But in the current situation we find ourselves, it becomes extremely difficult for us to keep in business.
Seen a lot of these buses that are grounded. I mean, how many of them?
No, you don't just say they are grounded. Probably you may need further clarification to it. We have classification buses that are at the workshop. Some are for minor faults, some are for routine maintenance, and for us, as part of our operational guidelines, anytime a bus comes from road, we take the bus to workshop to actually check the other parts to see whether the bus is fit for the road before we put it back on the road. So most of these buses you see over there are not buses that are grounded. These are buses, some of them are due for routine maintenance, others are for minor stuff, and those ones that are for major kind of maintenance, those are parked just behind. And most of them, some of them are not even parked here, they are at New Plan.
The increases in fuel as well as spare parts and the others, how seriously is it affecting your business?
It's seriously affecting our business. This one, I wouldn't like to mix words. Like, I just don't want to downplay the impact it's getting on our operations. It's not easy at all. We are already having a policy that requires us to charge from between 25 to some instances 50% less. And it's a matter of policy. We are a pro-poor initiative. We are not in for profit. We are not charging competitive fares. But at the end of the day, we are supposed to also break even so that we sustain the business. But as it stands now, we are not making even a quarter of what we pay for fuel. And I know in the coming days, if you should hear Metro Mass increasing our fares a bit, I believe that our cherished travelers or the commuting population should not be worried or be surprised, because since we started with this increment of fuel and other petroleum products, Metro Mass we've not increased our fares. In fact, the last time we increased our fares, if I'm not wrong, it's almost 2 years now. And it's not a matter of as if the managing director doesn't want to be competitive or he doesn't like to get money. But, we cannot just wake up one day and increase our fares just like the GPLT and other private people can do.